Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me again today. As you know, I'm doing a little New Year's series and this week has been all about beauty. So today specifically, I just wanted to come on here and talk about beauty, how I stay on top of my beauty game, self-care, which I kind of think is synonymous with beauty. The philosophy behind this channel, like I have a lot I want to get into, and I have a giveaway at the end. So stay tuned for that. But I'm just so excited to share all this with you guys. I really hope it inspires you. Beauty is one of my favorite topics and things to do. So let's just dive into it. I kind of want to start with sort of sadly what might be considered a radical statement, but I just find it to be true, and that is that all women are beautiful. I really believe this, and it's really like the guiding principle for me in how I try to treat myself and others. I just feel like beauty is, by definition, the things that make us unique, like our quirks and our characteristics and what we like that other people don't like. You know, if every single person every single woman in the entire world looked exactly like Angelina Jolie, no one would be considered beautiful. Like Angelina Jolie is very beautiful, but if every single person looked exactly like her, there'd be no beauty, there'd be no concept of that. Like no one would be special or unique. So I feel like the things we tend to kind of not like about ourselves are the things that are different or don't fit like society's standards of beauty. But I would like to put out there that those are the things that make us beautiful, and those are the things we should embrace. So I don't know if that's like a radical statement, but that's kind of the thesis of my whole show today, and I hope you guys are on board with that. That said, I feel that beauty definitely comes from the inside. If you're kind and happy and loving and genuine, that's the kind of stuff that's just gonna radiate out of your pores as if you just did the most amazing face mask in the world. Those are the things we sense in other people, and those are the things we respond to. So for instance, if a woman who's just so confident just walks into the room, just floats into the room, like everybody's gonna notice her, and it's not necessarily going to be because she just got an amazing nose job or something. Like it's confidence that radiates from within, it's joy that comes from within, and those are the kinds of things that we notice and stop us in our tracks, and we're like, wow, now that is beauty. And that's what I wish for all of you guys. That's what I try to embody in my own life, and it can be a struggle, which is why I kind of want to get into some of my tips and tricks in this video too. But mostly I just want to talk about like the philosophy behind that. Like confidence is sort of one of those things that eludes us all, and I feel like the key to it is knowing yourself and doing what you love unapologetically. Like those are the people who are truly confident. Like for instance, if I went and got my colors done, is that still a thing? That was like a 1950s thing, right? Like you go to the department store and you get your colors done. I think they would tell me like I should wear a lot of green. Like I have green eyes, I have cool tones, whatever. Green's not my favorite color. Green does not excite me. I don't jump out of bed because I'm dying to put on a green shirt. I jump out of bed, as you know, because I'm dying to put on a pink shirt most days. Today I'm wearing black, but you get it. Like pink is probably textbook wise just not a good color on me. I love it. I wear it constantly. It just makes me happy. It fills me with joy. Maybe I don't look like traditionally good or like perfect in pink the way other people's skin tones might, but the fact that I love it, I think radiates out, and I think that's the kind of thing that people can kind of sense. So when you're thinking about like what to wear, how to do your makeup, how to do your hair, I would just like to encourage everybody to like worry less about what's right for your type, or even what's in style, or like what time of year it is. You know, like let's just focus more on like what fills us with joy, because that's going to bubble out of you, and it's going to be the kind of thing that people notice, and they're gonna call that thing beauty. Like I think that's what we're all kind of chasing when we want this elusive thing of just being a beautiful person. So choose what you love, because that's what's gonna make you feel confident. Like I would never tell a person, oh, that hairstyle's not right for your face shape, or you know, just something like that. Like if you feel the best in a mohawk, I don't care if it doesn't work with your face shape, just go for it. Because when somebody meets you and has an encounter with you and they walk away, they're not gonna be walking away thinking like, her face shape didn't quite work with that mohawk. They're gonna be like, wow, she rocked that mohawk. Like she was so confident and joyful, and it just shined out of her and it rubbed off on me, and now I feel great. And like, you know, then it just starts this wonderful chain. So that's kind of my message on confidence. Just do what you love first. It's not something that comes naturally to women, and I'm gonna touch on that more in a second, but just prioritize what you love and what makes you feel good, and don't worry as much about like what others say or think, or what you think others think. I guess what I'm trying to say is doing what others people tell you is beautiful won't make you feel beautiful. Doing what you think is beautiful will make you feel beautiful. Nobody else can do that for you or give that to you or know it for you. Like, that's something that has to come from within. And then going back to it, beauty really coming from within, it's all about loving yourself and others. Like, when you have that kind of abundant love and that mindset, it truly shines like the best highlighter on the market. Like, Sephora would charge millions for this highlighter. Just that feeling of like true love and like true genuine joy and care for others. I don't know, it's the best makeup, the best skincare. It's better than any kind of beauty treatment. So that's my biggest message to you guys. Like, love yourself and love others. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about how to do that, specifically how to love yourself and care for yourself. Before I get into that though, I just want to give like a few of my tips and tricks as far as beauty goes, because this is a beauty video, this is a beauty topic, this is a beauty channel, and I love beauty. I love prioritizing beauty. I find, like I said, it's synonymous with self-care. If you see my other videos, you know I budget for my beauty. I schedule it into my calendar. Like, I really prioritize it. So if you're like me and it is something that brings you joy, here are my tips for how to get the most of that. The first thing I want to say is just identify what it is that is worth it to you. Like, honestly, very few of us can afford to be like getting our hair done every day, getting our nails constantly done, getting our toenails constantly done, getting spray tans and procedures and Botox and fillers, and like the list just goes on and on and on. So my first thing I'd say is like, you really need to boil that down. Like, nobody can do everything. Most of us are real women living real lives, and we got to work with that. So really ask yourself, A, like, what's worth it to you? What can't you do for yourself that's like a service you want to go out and get done? What's a service you can do for yourself? How can you prioritize it more? What makes you feel the best? What's going to give you that like confidence that I was talking about that's just going to shine out of your eyeballs? So for me, I just suggest really boiling all of that down. Like, one of my big things is my nails. Like, I love to always have a bright, fun manicure, and that's not something I can do for myself at all. Like, A, I get gel polish, which I can't do at home, but B, I'm right-handed and I can't do the other hand, and it's a whole thing. So for me, it's really worth it. I really prioritize it to get my nails done every 2 weeks. Toenails, I can totally do. I can do a mean pedicure on myself, and I do. Getting a massage, that's something I can't do for myself, so it's really worth it to me to try to like get a massage once a month. It's like my huge treat. So just think about like what you can and can't do, what is worth it to you, what's the time, and then boil it down. And then once you have those things that you really want to do, like for me, getting my hair done every couple months, getting my nails done every couple weeks, getting a massage once a month. Those are like my big things. Figure out what works with your lifestyle and your budget, because we can't all do it all, and that's fine. Like, you don't have to do it all. You just have to do the things that matter the most to you. And then another trick on that regard is like, get a schedule in place. I'm a huge proponent of time management and planning and all of that good stuff, you guys know. And the main reason I feel that so strongly about it is that it gets it off of your mind. When you get something onto paper, into a schedule, into your calendar, onto your planner, it gets it off of your brain and it frees you up to think about other things. Like, for instance, the stuff I do at home, like I do self-tanner at home instead of getting a spray tan. I do like my own pedicures. I like to exfoliate regularly. You know, I have a whole skincare thing that I do every day. But the point is, I like have a little routine for those things. And maybe it sounds a little bit OCD, but I find it really frees me up. So in the back of my mind, I'm not like, oh wait, I need to paint my toenails, shoot, wait, I'm going to the beach, like I need to do it before then, and oh no, I forgot to do it, or whatever, the whole, you know, the inner monologue that happens. It just frees me up from that. Or instead it's like, oh, it's Saturday, I'm gonna paint my toenails today, because that's what I do on Saturdays. So for me, having a routine, a schedule, like a timeline that I do things on is honestly a source of like relief and relaxation, and I really recommend that. The other thing I would say, if there is stuff that you want to do yourself, because maybe you can't afford to always go to the salon, or a lot of people don't even enjoy going to the salon. If that's you, then like don't force it on yourself, you know? Find a YouTube tutorial, because there are tutorials for anything, as you probably know if you're on here. I have a few and I would love to make more if you want to give me some requests. But just like do a little research. Odds are in the long run, you're gonna learn a better way to do it than anybody else could have done it. You know, I think we do the best job for ourselves because no one knows you like you do. No one knows exactly what you like and how you don't like it when somebody tickles your foot during a pedicure. So I have no idea where my voice just went. That was dramatic. A couple other notes on sort of staying on top of your beauty, because I feel like a lot of women are just sort of constantly in this snowball effect where they feel like, don't look at me, like I haven't done a spray tan in too long or whatever it is. Like my hope is that we could all get past that. Go away from the point of like, don't look at me, I haven't done so-and-so, and get to the point of like, look at me, I'm wearing my pink shirt, and just feeling that joy. So to get past that stage, you kind of have to like I said, get a system in place, figure out what's really important to you and act on it. And the other two things I feel like kind of need to be mindset shifts. And one of those is don't skip out on something just because it's gonna become undone right away. I used to be really guilty of this, and I would feel like, I'm not gonna put any self-tanner on because, you know, it'll be gone by 4 days from now and I'll just be pale again. And I feel like that's kind of a dangerous mindset. Like, we can start letting a lot of stuff slide with that mindset. I'm not gonna wash the dishes because they'll just get dirty again. Like, I'm not going to, whatever. Life is constantly a system, a process of doing things and them getting undone and us doing them again. And there's like two ways to look at that. It can feel a little bit tedious, maybe a little depressing, or it can feel fun. Like, I'm of this mindset that you can find joy in every little part of your life, like whether you're washing the dishes or putting on self-tanner that's just gonna come off in 4 days. Like, the point is now. We have to live in the moment. As everyone knows, it's all we have is this moment. My goal is for life to be a continuous string of moments that are unfolding that I'm loving and I'm feeling fully present and joyful in. So I know this sounds petty, but if being tan is part of that, I'm gonna put some self-tanner on. You know, it doesn't matter if it's going to wash off in a few days. I'll do it again then, and I'll find joy in the process again then. You know, if you find ways to make every little thing fun, and if you really love beauty, it's not that hard to like truly enjoy giving yourself a pedicure. You put on a chick flick, you drink a cozy cup of tea, and you paint your nails and you choose a different color every time. Just don't let yourself think, this toe polish is just gonna chip off and like, what's the point? Another part of that same mindset that I kind of wanted to point out is feeling like, I'm not gonna do this because no one will see it. I mean, are you guys guilty of this? I know I am. It's like, I have girlfriends that are like, I can't do so-and-so because I haven't shaved my legs. And it's like, why haven't you shaved your legs? And it's like, well, nobody's seeing, I'm single right now, nobody's gonna see my legs. It's like, well, A, you just told me you can't go to the pool because you haven't shaved your legs or whatever it is, but B, it's like, you need to shave your legs for yourself if you're the kind of person who shaves their legs and enjoys that. Not saying anybody has to, but you know, shave your legs just for the joy of like crawling in your clean sheets and feeling the silky sheets against your smooth skin. We have this mindset that it's like, I'm not gonna do my hair today because I don't have any plans. And then we keep pushing things back and back and back, and like maybe plans get canceled, or maybe by the time we do have plans, we're too busy to do the 800 things we didn't do because we thought, I'll do it later, you know. So I don't know if I'm boiling this down well, but basically I feel like if we constantly do the things that make us feel good and we just do them for ourselves, for our own sake, not because anybody's gonna see it, not because it'll last forever, because it won't, just to be in the moment and enjoying the things that give us joy and make us happy. So that's my tip. I know it's sort of the weirdest beauty tip ever, but if you do love having your toenails painted and your legs smooth and your hair pretty and your makeup done, just do that every day and like make a system where you can have these things done constantly and not feel like it's a burden, not like taxing your wallet or your schedule, but just something that's like part of life for you now. This is something I've been working on for a while, and it just feels kind of good to roll out of bed, do your little routine, and feel like no matter what today throws at me, I can do it because I shaved my legs or I did my hair. And no matter what, even if I don't even leave my apartment today, every time I catch my glimpse in the mirror, a glimpse of myself in the mirror, I'll be like, girl, your makeup looks good. You know, just a little something just for your own sake, just for no other reason than because it makes you happy. Like, that is enough reason to do these things. There doesn't need to be any guilt. Like, I kind of want us to take the guilt out of self-care and beauty treatments, and it doesn't have to be something we're like ashamed of doing or we're struggling and constantly behind at. It can be something fun, and you deserve fun, girlfriend. Okay, that said, those are all like really superficial sounding things, but like I said, I really feel like beauty is deeper than that. I feel like beauty comes from a place deep within each of us, and I do feel like all women are beautiful. So basically what I'm getting at is, if I can put one message out there on this topic, I want it to be one of radical self-love. I don't think we do it enough, and I really want to encourage and support other women to do it more and more and more, just to take the best possible care of yourselves. I just feel like women and some men are just naturally caregivers. We always put others first, and we always put ourselves on the back burner, and so we just have to work that much harder on also taking care of ourselves. Like, some people are just naturally good at that. Like, I'll see my husband, it'll be in the middle of like a stressful, busy day, and he'll sit down on the couch and read a magazine for 5 minutes. And I just watch him just like in shock, like, what are you doing? That's amazing. I could never do that. Well, the truth is I can do that. I just have to work a lot harder at it. He's good at just being like, nah, I have 5 minutes. I'm just gonna de-stress. Whereas I'm like, 5 minutes. Okay, what can I get off my to-do list? Da, 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 da. And I'm like constantly going. So I feel like a lot of other women are the same way, and we need to find ways that we can like force ourselves to relax, because stress is one of the most toxic things ever. And on the topic of beauty, stress will come out in your skin first and foremost, and in your hair quality, and in your nails, and just in your general overall lack of luster. So for that reason, and for a million others, I do think stress is like one of the biggest things we really have to tackle, which means we really have to prioritize relaxation. And if the only way you can relax is to be productive, then just embrace that. Like, you don't have to change everything about yourself, because that's really hard. I know for myself, I'm one of those people, like, I have to feel like I'm being productive in some way, and I just work with that now. Like, for instance, getting a facial. To me, taking good care of my skin, having nice skin is like on my to-do list. So getting a facial is productive towards that end. So getting a facial is very, very relaxing. It's an hour to lay there and do nothing. But on the other hand, I feel like I'm making progress on my goals right now. I'm working on my to-do list in some weird, convoluted way. That's how it makes sense in my head. So whatever that is for you, find a way to work with that. Like, I find massages to be very relaxing, and part of me feels like, yeah, like this is productive. Like, I'm getting knots worked out of my muscles, and it just helps. I actually love being on an airplane, because it's like somebody else is driving. I can sit here and read my book, or play on my phone, or sleep, or anything, like guilt-free, which I'm working on that mentality. But the point is, find your way in your everyday life that you can relax. Like, I can't take a cross-continental flight every day just so I have a moment to relax. I have to find ways to work it in. So skincare is amazing. Like, have a good morning and evening skincare routine. Like I said, you still feel like you're being productive, but it's very soothing and luxurious feeling. You know, maybe you can get massages, maybe you can, well, exercising is a perfect example. Exercising is so good for your stress levels, and it also is productive. So maybe you can get into running. Maybe you can just go to the gym for a couple hours a day. Whatever it is, like, I really want to encourage you to find that way to relax but still feel productive if you're the type of person that needs that. Basically, it all comes down to loving yourself and knowing deep down that you deserve it. You're worth this time. You're worth the money of a beauty treatment or whatever it is. And you frankly just deserve to be spoiled filthy rotten by none other than yourself. Like, let yourself embrace the fact that, yeah, I deserve it. I'm going to do this for myself, because no better person to spoil you than you. No one knows exactly what you want the way that you do. So just embrace that. And like I said, take the guilt out of it and have fun. I mean, it all comes down to self-care, and I'm really speaking from experience on this subject. I don't go into it too much on my channel, but I lost both my parents to cancer, and they were terminally ill for a long time. Basically, from the ages of when I was 7 years old until I was 27, one of my parents was terminally ill the whole time. So I was a caregiver, like, from my earliest memories, and that was just who I was. I put that first. I was constantly worried about them. I wanted to take care of them. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I had an amazing childhood. I'm so grateful for every moment of my life, but it did kind of shape who I became. And I do feel like I kind of have to work harder, even harder, to overcome that, and just to put myself on the front burner for a change and care for myself. It's kind of like I talked about last week in my health video about the oxygen mask. You have to put on your own oxygen mask before you can put on someone else's. And it's just true. Like, yes, maybe you're in a crisis and you can't prioritize self-care that much, but I can't think of a single situation in life that wouldn't be improved by you taking a moment to breathe and get centered and put your own needs first for a change. You'll be a better wife, you'll be a better mother, a better daughter, sister, friend, worker, creative person, whatever you are, however you define yourself. I would imagine all of those roles could be improved by taking care of yourself. Even if you're a doctor, an ER doctor, and 12 hours a day, you're constantly racing from emergency to emergency, saving lives, like doing the most important work there is. It's still important that you take 5 minutes to yourself to breathe and relax so that you have a steady hand when you need it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So that's why I feel like it's so important to prioritize self-care. And I feel like beauty is self-care. So that's why I want you to take the guilt out of it. Just know you're doing important work when you're taking care of yourself. I saw this really cute little cartoon that had like a little Buddha, and it said, when I take care of myself, I'm taking care of the world. And that really hit me, because you are such a valuable, important part of this world, and you have to take care of yourself. If you want to take care of the world, you have to take care of yourself. So I just can't say this enough. I think all of us women really need to hear this. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to beauty, you deserve to look how you want, to feel how you want, to dress how you want, to have the style that you want. You deserve to spend the time on those things. You deserve to spend the money on those things. You are worth it. And I just want to tell you that. And so I kind of want to segue from that actually into my next little topic, which is about Milk and Honey, which is the name of my channel. And a few of you were asking, why did I call it that? It's actually Milk and Honey Life. And so I just thought, what better time to get into that than in this video, which is all about self-care, which is my main bag. So basically I chose Milk and Honey because it represents like this land of luxury and abundance. It's like originally from the Bible. I think it's in a wider context come to just mean a place of all good things. I'm not using it as a biblical reference. I think it's separate from any specific religion. It's just a place of abundance. So that's kind of what comes to my mind. Milk and honey come to my mind as just like luxury and like treating yourself. Like Cleopatra famously bathed in milk and honey, and I love that. It's just so decadent. It's just so me, basically. So I kind of built my channel around that, and I actually, this might be like the most embarrassing, cheesy thing ever done on YouTube, but I actually wrote out my feelings on this. Oh my gosh. But you know, I'm a writer by trade. It's what I do. Sometimes I feel silly coming on here and just like bumbling through something, and I'm like, if I just had a paper and pen, I could say it so much better. So that's what I did. Like, I want to just put down on paper like my Milk and Honey philosophy, the philosophy behind this channel, the philosophy behind everything I want to share with you guys. So if I may be the biggest nerd in YouTube history, I would like to read this to you. Okay. All women are beautiful. All women are special, precious, worthy of being cherished, and deserving of their own incredible love. All women are entitled to a life of milk and honey. The Milk and Honey lifestyle is one of grace and ease, dominated by genuine self-care and love. By embracing the fun of beauty and femininity, by guarding one's time preciously and wielding organization like a weapon, by treating the body with love and respect and letting it become the best version of itself, we become like goddesses in a land of milk and honey. This represents a place of abundance, a land of luxury, where women are treated as goddesses and made to bathe in giant claw-footed tubs that never get dirty. Here we soak in warm milk and honey the way we soak in the rich, indulgent moments of our lives, luxuriating in our own skin and our own precious self-worth, because after all women are beautiful. So, sorry, that was so cheesy, but I just wanted to share that with you in a way, the only way I really know how. So that's kind of my philosophy. That's the whole thing behind Milk and Honey. And I really want to share it with you. In fact, I'm very excited to share it with you in a special way, which is in my giveaway. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. There it is. If you follow me on Instagram, which I would really love to connect with each and every one of you on there, it's so much easier to message and chat and comment there. And I just feel like I can connect with you daily through my stories there. So definitely hit me up there. If you follow me already, you saw I was bouncing around some ideas for a logo for Milk and Honey, and this is what I landed on. You all were so helpful. I can't say thank you enough. I mean, I already knew you guys were like the smartest, funniest, sweetest, most genuine people I've ever met, but like the fact that you had such helpful insight on my logo meant the world to me. So thank you everyone who helped with that. And I just want to show you how it finally turned out. We have a girl in a tub relaxing and soaking in milk and honey, and I just feel like it truly embodies everything I want this channel to represent, everything I want to share with you guys, everything we just talked about. It's just all so important to me. So this is the logo, and I just want to go through this giveaway. I've done 3 giveaways in a row. This is the final one, and it's honestly kind of my favorite because it's just so us, I feel like. It is a themed milk and honey bath set. I think my camera is as overexcited as I am because it just cut off for no reason, but this is the milk and honey themed bath set. If you've been following for a while, you know I'm kind of all about like a themed bath situation. I'll usually pick, sorry, my water bottle just fell over. I'll usually pick like a movie and then theme a face mask and a bubble bath and anything else I can think of into it. Check my Instagram if you want to see what I'm talking about. But anyway, this one I thought would be so fun because one of you can have a themed milk and honey bath night. Like you could put on some of my videos if you want, and then you can do all this stuff. So let me go through it with you so you know what is up for grabs. Let me just grab randomly. Okay, like I said, it's all milk and honey themed. So this is a soy milk hand cream. I should mention, another thing that's kind of funny about the name milk and honey is that I don't do dairy anymore. So my channel should really be called like homemade almond milk and organic honey or something, but you know what I mean when I say milk and honey. I don't do dairy, but whatever. So most of these actually aren't real milk either, but this is a soy milk hand cream and it's just so luxurious. It looks like toothpaste, but it's such a nice hand cream. I love it. Then I have a bar of goat milk soap. It smells so amazing. It has like an apricot honey scent, so it's got that milk and honey theme, and I don't know, I like a good exfoliating bar soap as long as I have plenty of other moisturizing treatments too, which this definitely does. Okay, then I have a box of my favorite tea ever. You guys know I'm obsessed with this one. It was Beauty and the Beast themed and I hoarded it. Like I have so many boxes. It's not expired or anything, it's sealed up. I've been hoarding it for a while for you guys. So this is chamomile, honey, and vanilla tea. So delicious. And then I also have some honey that you can add. This is Savannah Bee Company honey. As you know, I used to live in Savannah, so it's kind of special to me. And then there's a cute little honeycomb with it. What else? Okay, for your bath, this is going to be the best bath, you guys. Starting out, we have the Laura Mercier Body and Bath Almond Coconut Milk Honey Bath. This stuff is so decadent. It's truly like a honey cream. It comes with this honeycomb and you just drizzle it into the bath. I can't remember if it bubbles or not. I don't know. I think it's mostly just silky and you just soak in it and it smells so good. Like I said, it's milk and honey. Then also while you're in the bath, you can do a little exfoliation. This is the Body Shop Almond Milk and Honey Exfoliating Scrub. So you see what I did with the theme here, right? You guys know I get overboard on a theme. Meanwhile, you can have this wonderful coconut milk honey candle burning. It smells so good. If this were a place, I would want to go there. Like it just smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So you have this burning. It's nice and dim in your honey milk bath. This is the face mask I'm including because you know, obviously there has to be a face mask. This is by Tony Moly. It's a propolis mask or propolis. I don't really remember how to say that, but bees, everything that comes from a bee is so good for us. It's antibacterial, it's so good for our skin. So this face mask is amazing. Then afterward, obviously you're gonna moisturize because I'm all about it. And I had to get this. It's one of my favorite products from Kiehl's. It's the Creme de Corps Body Butter and it's in the soy milk and honey flavor scent. And it just makes you feel so silky and good. And I just had to pick up a tub of this for you guys. Then if you want to have something with your tea, I got a chocolate honey bar, chocolate honeycomb actually. I'm not that big on like, I wouldn't eat like a bar of chocolate normally, but if there's organic honey caramelized into crisp bits, yes, I am down. Then I picked this up at Sephora. It's the Sephora brand Honey Lip Scrub. So you don't have to just exfoliate your body, you can also exfoliate your lips with this amazingness. And then almost last, I dropped this, but this is a dry brush. It's not milk and or honey themed, but dry brushing is so good for your skin and it's perfect before a bath. So had to throw this in there. And then lastly, I got this little sample from Sephora because I really wanted to try it. So I actually placed 2 orders so I could get 2 samples, one for you and one for me. This is the Pharmacy Honey Savior, and I've just heard so much good stuff about it. So all of that will be coming in this gorgeous little milk pail inspired tub that I put my logo on the front. Whoever wins, unless you're in LA, it might not come packaged as pretty as I had it because I'm gonna have to ship this, but you know what it's supposed to be, you know the intent behind it. Oh, and then talking about the logos on the front, like I said, I have these stickers, and I think you know by now, I love giving you guys gifts. It's like my favorite thing, and my only downside is that I can't give every single one of you a gift. I want to give every single one of you this bath set, since we just chatted about all this stuff. Sadly, I can't yet, but what I thought I could do is give 100 of you one of these stickers if you would like one. So the first 100 people to email me their mailing address will receive a Milk and Honey Life sticker, and you can put it wherever just to remind you that sense of self-care and beauty and indulgence every single day. So I'll put my email address down below. Send me your mailing address. The first 100 of you gets a sticker, and one lucky person will be winning this whole gift basket. So the way to win it, I'm gonna do the contest here on YouTube instead of Instagram because a few of you said you don't have Instagram. So below, all you have to do is be subscribing to my channel and comment below. And I wanna know what's one thing you can do that's such a strong act of self-care and makes you feel beautiful. And then I want you to do that thing this week. So you have a little bit of homework with this video. I hope you're game because I think it'll be so fun. I'm gonna leave the contest open for a whole week, so I'll put all the dates and rules and information down below, but basically it's really simple. You don't have to tag anybody, you don't have to go to Instagram, you don't have to do anything. Just subscribe and tell me how you're gonna take good care of yourself because you're my friend and I want my friends being taken care of. So I think that covers everything, and I feel like it was kind of a lot. Basically, I just wanna say in no uncertain terms, in case you need to hear it, that you are beautiful and you are so deserving of your own amazing love, and you deserve these things now, not when you lose 10 pounds, not when your skin clears up, not when you get a boyfriend, now. So please do me a favor and start being so good to yourself this week because you truly deserve it. And you are so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support. It means the world to me. This is the last video in my New Year's series, so from here on out, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. I know I'm craving to do like some vlogs and just like chill with you guys. Let me know your requests. I'm totally open to anything, as you know. Just let me know down below and I'll be in touch, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.